Hey guys, Mr. Fine here. So hopefully you, if you are interested in throwing, you've watched our disc video. Now I'm going to show you the basics of holding and throwing a shot. Once again, I'm sure most of you do not have a shot at your home unless you have an actual shot or maybe an old cannonball laying around, because that is about the size and the feel of an actual shot put. To practice, I'm going to use a softball. Okay, anything you have the size of about a softball would be good to use. Okay, obviously the shot is a lot heavier than this, but again, the point of this tutorial is to show you how to hold it and also the form of throwing it. Holding the shot, pretty simple to do. You're going to grab it in your hand. However, one thing you're not going to do is you're not going to place the shot and rest it in the palm and put your hands around it. You do not want the shot resting on your palm. Instead, you're going to be holding it with your finger pads. So as you grab the shot with your throwing hand, I am lefty, just in case you're trying to figure out how to hold it. You're going to throw it with your dominant hand. I'm a lefty, so I'm holding it, and I'm going to place it on my finger pads. And when I tilt my hand up like this, you'll notice that it's not resting on my palm. You should be able to stick the finger from your other hand and slide it underneath the shot and your actual palm. If it's too far low and you can't get the finger in there, it's not in the right place. You need to keep it up here above your palm. Okay, once you've got it held, you're good to go. Okay, you can hold it here all day. It's a little heavy though. If you hold the shot, you're not going to be able to hold it for too long like this, and that's why in the shot you're going to have the benefit of being able to place it along your neckline. So now that you've got the hold, and again, this is all you've got to do for the hold, you're going to place it. Now, when you place it, you are going to place it underneath your jawline, right here. You're not resting it on your shoulder, although that would be kind of easy because I could probably stand here all day. You're going to put it underneath your jawline, and you're going to kick your elbow out, okay? Now this, I could probably hang here for a very long time, even with the shot, all right? Because I have it nice and rested against my neck, okay? Elbow is going to point out. So if I'm looking at you, I'm actually going to be throwing in this direction. My elbow pointing in the opposite direction. All right, throwing that way, elbow's pointing that way. My elbow is always going to be pointing in that direction. All right, even when I start my wind up, my elbow is always going to be pointed that way. All right, that's going to be the hardest thing to do about the throws, is keeping that elbow steady and located in that direction. To throw, you want to have a nice balance about you. You're gonna have your knees, your shoulders, and your feet all the same distance apart. So my feet, which you can't see, my knees, my shoulders, you see them nice balanced apart. Okay, I don't have my feet together. I don't have to be all the way out here. All right, feet, knees, shoulders, all lined up. Okay, now I'm ready to go, nice and balanced. I want to squat a little bit. Okay, not going all the way down like I'm doing power squats. All right, and I'm not bending down. All right, I'm just gonna get into a nice little defensive position. Now, again, placing the shot right under my jawline. My elbow is pointing back. I'm gonna take my other arm, my non-throwing arm, and I'm going to kind of bend it in, okay? This elbow, my non-throwing elbow, is what's gonna help me and force my momentum for a nice throw. So, I'm gonna get it lined up like this. My throwing elbow pointing that way, my non-throwing elbow pointed where I'm going to throw it. Now, I'm going to rotate my body, almost like a rubber band. My waist is going to rotate, okay? My feet are facing this way, but my waist is going to rotate. And as I do, I'm going to keep my elbow behind. And my non-throwing hand is going to come with me, all right? I'm in a nice position right here. Now, what I'm gonna do, starting with my elbow, I'm going to use my non-throwing elbow to start turning my body. Think about a rubber band wrapped around, okay? The first part of it starts to unwind and it brings the rest of the rubber band with it. That's what my elbow is going to do for my body. As my elbow comes across, it's going to bring my waist with me. Without turning my feet, my waist is going to turn, okay? And as I do so, I'm also going to go from this bent position into a standing position. So as I come across, as my lead elbow leads me, and it's going to, if you look, it's coming upward. That's how my body's gonna go. So my body's going to turn and lift. Once I am facing this way, I'm going to take the shot, and I'm not gonna throw it. I'm not throwing it. I'm simply going to push it. And I'll show you over here. I'm going to push it past my face. A lot of you might think, that's gonna hurt, you're gonna hit your face. No, no, no. You're resting it to a point where all you're doing is coming right next to your face and throwing it. So, again, elbow, position, bend. As I come across, elbow leads, shot goes out. Once again, it's at a nice angle. You're not throwing it here. you're not throwing it all the way up there, okay? You're going at about a 45-degree angle. Just think about it. As it floats up, it's gonna go, 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 and then eventually come back down.
Ready?
All right? So, here we go, and it comes across. And that's how you do it. The cool thing with this, with the softball, is that you can use a softball and get some throws in. Obviously, it should probably go a lot further than what a shot would go, but it's good practice. Get that feeling, especially with your body and moving. And again, if you've got a nice backyard, you can go outside, especially now, anytime you can, to get outside. It's really good practice. Get out there and throw it. Don't aim it at anybody, all right? But it'll get you going, holding and that form. Have fun with it. Practice a little bit. For those of you who are going through high school, you'll know what you're doing. For those of you coming out for track again next year, you'll have a heads up on everybody. So with that, enjoy.